My girlfriend overheard my family talking badly about her. She wasn't supposed to be there. She got off work 2 hours early and decided to surprise me at my parents' house. I was already inside at the dinner table when she pulled up. I had no idea she was even in the driveway when my mom said it. I don't know why he's so serious about her. She's not even that pretty. My sister laughed. He's just lonely. He'll get over it eventually. My brother didn't even look up from his plate. She tries too hard. It's exhausting to be around. I heard all of it from the hallway. I'd gotten up to use the bathroom and froze halfway back. So did she. She'd been standing at the back door for probably 30 seconds. She had a bottle of wine tucked under one arm and a birthday cake she'd baked from scratch balanced in both hands. My mom's birthday was that weekend. She'd made it the night before, stayed up late getting the frosting right, texted me a picture of it like a little kid showing off a school project. She set both down on the porch railing without a word, didn't knock, didn't announce herself, just turned around and walked back to her car. I followed her out before anyone even noticed I'd moved. She wasn't crying when I got to her. She was just sitting in the driver's seat with her hands in her lap, staring at the steering wheel. That was almost worse than tears. She looked like someone who just had something confirmed that they'd been trying really hard not to believe. She looked at me and said quietly, "I've been trying so hard with them." I know she had. I'd watched her do it for 2 years. She remembered every birthday without being reminded, showed up to every family dinner on time, usually with food she'd made herself, learned my dad's coffee order after meeting him once, sat through my brother's long winding stories about his fantasy football league, and asked follow-up questions like she actually cared. When my sister's babysitter fell through last minute 3 different times, she rearranged her own schedule to help. She didn't complain about it once. She helped my brother rewrite his resume twice, spent a whole Sunday afternoon on it, sent it to 2 people she knew in his field. One of them got him an interview. He got the job. She bought him a card. He said thanks, and that was basically it. And my entire family smiled to her face every single time they saw her, hugged her hello, asked about her work, told her she was like part of the family. I stood there next to her car and didn't know what to say. There wasn't anything to say that fixed it. I just told her I was sorry and that I was going back inside. She nodded and told me she was going to go home. I walked back into that dining room and I stood at the end of the table and looked at all of them and I said, "She was at the door. She heard you." My mom's face went white. My sister put her fork down. My brother finally looked up. I told them exactly what I'd heard, word for word. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't have to. I just laid it out flat and let it sit there on the table between us. My mom started explaining, said it wasn't what it sounded like, said they were just venting, that they didn't mean it. My sister tried to say something about how they were allowed to have opinions. I stopped all of it. I said, "She baked you a birthday cake. She stayed up last night making it. She was standing at the door holding it when you said she wasn't pretty." Nobody said anything after that. I left without eating. The cake was still sitting on the porch railing when I walked past it to my car. I called her on the drive over. She didn't answer. I texted her that I'd told them what I heard and that I was coming over if that was okay. She sent back a single thumbs up. When I got there, she'd changed into sweats and was sitting on her couch with her dog. She wasn't a mess. She wasn't dramatic about it. She just looked tired in a way that had nothing to do with the time. We sat there for a while without saying much. At some point she said, "I don't think I did anything wrong." I told her she hadn't. She said, "Then why don't they like me?" I didn't have a good answer. I still don't. I've been turning it over in my head for days and I can't find the logic in it. She never asked for anything from any of them. She gave and never once made it about herself. And somehow that became exhausting. The apologies came a few days later, one by one. All of them a little too polished, a little too careful. My mom cried on the phone. My sister said she was sorry if it came across the wrong way. My brother sent a text. She was gracious about all of it. More gracious than I would have been. But I saw her face when she was standing at that back door. I know what she was holding and what she heard and how long she must have stood there before she finally put it down. She deserved better than what they gave her that night. The cake is still the part I can't get past.